problem. Okay, we will try to go as simple as possible, because when we talk about AI, there are a lot of interpretation to this term. Different people might have a different assumption to it. For me, AI is about what happened in the past 2-3 years when OpenAI start launching the large language model. That is what normally when we talk about AI, especially over the YouTube or whatever now, the AI refer to this kind of AI. Of course, AI doesn't happen in the past 2-3 years. 40, 50 years ago, there are AI already, but a different kind of AI. And those AI before the open AIs are normally for research, for researcher. And now everybody can use AI because of open AI's large language model. Otherwise, nobody don't really care about AI. I've been working on AI for the past 30 over years, but nobody have talked about AI. Nobody discussed with me about AI. Only recently we talk about AI. So for me, today I'm going to show you AI which is happening over the past 2-3 years, not the past 40 years. Okay, and I'm pretty sure most of you have used ChatGPT because it's so friendly. It's like talking to human. You just ask any question, either simple question or complicated question. It can answer perfectly most of the time. Quite perfect, meaning they really give you good answer, useful thing. Unlike AI before this, they can give you a lot of funny things, and most of the time it's not useful. Okay, and so I'm pretty sure you also probably have recently heard of this fantastic video generation by AI. Okay, so AI, even though we call it as a large language model, is actually not just working for language. It's also working for other media, like audio, speech recognition. When I speak, actually the AI can recognize immediately, convert the text, and then you can work on whatever based on the text approach. It also work on images. When I capture your face, why the system can recognize so accurately? Because of the AI as well. Before this, actually, most of the time they recognize wrongly. Okay, so anyway, the accuracy is what making the current AI practical and being used everywhere and being talked about by everybody. And since text, we call prompting, you write a question or you write a statement, then the AI will respond based on that, we call prompt. For text-based AI, I think everybody is quite familiar with it. For today, I'm only going to work on the video-based AI, AI-powered video solution based on image ability of the AI. And in particular, because I was told, if possible, talk a bit about scamming. So unfortunately, the video power of this AI is not just scamming. Many people, when heard about this, they will start talking about, are you going to use it to scam me or what? No, actually, this video power AI and Pro expect, not just con, but Pro, there are many usages of it. And hopefully I'm going to touch on it also quickly, how it can be used for everyone to take advantage of this, not just being so worried about the scamming only. Okay, so that gives a brief introduction of what AI I'm going to talk about. And I will try to do as much as I can within this 1 hour. And hopefully at the end, I still can allow you to have some short question. Okay, so These are the 4 items we are going through. The first is basically introduce a bit of AI. And since I'm from the AI background, I have to talk a bit of large language model. Okay, just to introduce, not too much, not too deep. And then why we said the future is visual, video. There are many researchers talking about maybe our grandchildren will be the last generation to care about reading and writing. Because maybe this has happened earlier. How many percentage of your time every day you spend on reading versus to watching video? You probably watch video more than reading any books or newspaper now. So that percentage is going to increase over time until at the end, nobody care about reading. Then yes, maybe that research talking about now is true. Because our video is so, our visual aspect is so convenient that we learn something, not just based on reading a book or reading an article, but watching. When I'm talking about watching, it's not the watching we have now. We are just watching YouTube video with a computer or smart TV. But in future, probably we are not going to watch in this way. We are going to be a more immersive manner. It comes to you anywhere, anytime, either through a special smart spec or some other possibility. So smart TV probably is going to be like Kodak also. It might disappear anytime. Our computer might not be like this anymore. So that's going to be happen very soon. Okay. And hopefully we can still take advantage of that by that time. And then probably next I'm going to demo a bit about how this AI video power can actually or have been used for scamming. And not just scamming, actually create a lot of deepfakes video and whatever, which is so common now. When you go to YouTube, they prompt out different kind of video, which you know that is actually deepfakes, not true. And then I hope I can still spend more time with you on the useful side of it, not just scamming, but how this visual technology make available by this large, we probably call it large image model instead of large language model or large video model, can actually be used for certain useful solution. Actually, at USM, we are working on a lot on this to support the learning and development, especially how in future when you teach, you can be facilitated by this technology to enhance your teaching. And probably a bit of discussion at the end of question answering. Okay, so here, I'm not going through this myself, but I give you the first piece of AI. It's the same slide, but here, there's an introduction given to it. The speaker is actually not as good, but I'm not going to torture you too much. Basically, in future, when you have a slide, any picture, you can submit to Gemini. Now it's Gemini, but OpenAI also should have it soon. And the AI will provide you a postcard, or a postcard is actually an audio file introducing what is inside the slide or what is inside the picture.
You mean to say you will let us have a link to your credentials?
No, not really. This is just a simple facility where you submit a picture like this picture, my slide on my biodata, and the AI will provide you video and audio describing the content of this. That is how advanced the AI could be. They can actually recognize inside, and not just recognize, but understand every piece of the content inside and create a story for you, introducing me. That video I played just now is
like
this.
A storytelling session.
Exactly. So in future, if you want to introduce anything, you just submit your slide or your picture to it. Then they'll create a story, a nice video for you.
Because some, we have, difficulty eye reading, so we have better listening skills.
Yeah, and also the subtitle as well. Okay, so this one is the first piece of AI I introduce to you to introduce myself. Okay, next we go a little bit of the theory because I'm teaching AI, so I have to teach a bit. A bit only, don't worry. So when we talk about large language model, the key is actually language model. So what is language model? Language model have been used in AI in the past at USM, my research unit, for many areas. But we call only language model. Okay, and basically the language model is like this. If you have a few words, for example, Shanghai is a city in. Tell me what is the next word? China, right? So you do have your language model in your mind to know what is the best next word. And this is what in computer science, we use some statistical model to compute what is the possible next word as well, to be the next word to be continued. And if you like the large language model, ChatGPT you're using now, they're operating in this way. Based on whatever your input, then they'll keep on creating the next word, next word, next word until long enough stop. And that is the result delivered to you. So it's a processing of predicting the best next word. Okay, before OpenAI, this prediction is most of the time useless. Because unless it's very obvious one like this one, Shanghai is the city in China, then yes, it will probably give you a right word. But for many of the occasions, they'll give you a wrong word. Because our language model at that time is very small, very small. We probably train only some of the text we have. But now we call it large language model, large, because the model we have now is basically trained based on the whole internet's text. And actually, this is only possible because of the internet. Without internet, actually, we don't have large language model because nobody will be able to prepare such a huge amount of text to enable this to be trained. Of course, we also have to thank to those people like NVIDIA or whatever, providing very fast and powerful processing tools or system to process this huge amount of text, and the cloud facility to store this huge amount of data. So all this huge, large is what enable OpenAI to have such achievement. It's not just that OpenAI is so smart, but because the readiness is happening up to this point, this can happen. And the large language model can be generated. And because it's actually learning the whole internet, of course, it's smarter than any one of us. Have anyone read the whole internet text? No. I don't think any human can do that. So that is why the intelligence of this large language model is surpassing actually most of our knowledge and know-how. Okay, so that is what language model is about. And the key is large. So for example, if we have this piece of small text being read by the large language model, and we have USM, the main campus located on the island of what? Of Penang. Certainly, they will be able to tell you that is our Penang. Okay? So this is an example. And if you like, this is the diagram showing the so-called transformer, the engine behind this whole processing of creating the large model and using the large language model. Of course, we can talk about this engine day and night, but certainly we're not going to touch on this here. Just this picture will do. And as I keep on mentioning to everyone, don't really need to know technical detail of this, but this will be interesting. Okay, we need to know what is it and how it can be used, how it can be useful to us. So what is it? You probably can imagine it as something like this. It's like our mind, able to learn the language ability based on large amount of text, data, and speech. Actually, this is how we learn language also. We learn language by reading, or probably before reading, we listen to people around talking. Then we get to know some papa, mama, or whatever. And slowly, after that, then someone teaching us how to recognize the character, and we learn how to read. Okay? So we learn how to read and start writing sentence, essay, poem, legal document, whatever, all kind of text. Okay, after writing, certainly we also know how to read. And most of the time, after reading, we'll then be able to answer a certain question, okay, based on our understanding. And of course, we can speak about something. Okay, so it is basically from a text, we can generate a speech. That is what computer science term. And for listening, is the reverse. Listen to something, and then we are able to write out as a piece of text. So this ability actually is now also have been acquired by most of the large language model. Okay, OpenAI can write. OpenAI certainly can answer questions very well. OpenAI can read a given text quite naturally, and of course it can reason. Before OpenAI, the accuracy is never achieved 70%, meaning every 10 words, 3 words go wrong. Now it's almost 99.999%. Okay. And this is the facility which we are using now at USM to provide the live interpretation. So for example, I'm giving the lecture now. If my computer starts the program just now, you can actually switch on your handphone, watch the YouTube of my speech now in any language you choose, 30 languages. And that will be much more convenient, right? Not necessarily you have to learn English. Nowadays, in the multipolar world, probably nobody is going to just focus on English. So they will probably be going to make use of their own native language more and more. So in future, this kind of facility is going to be very much needed. And OpenAI large language model actually can support this now quite well. Okay. If you want to experience it, you can go to USM. We have an AI lab, install 30 copies of this system. You just choose which language you want, then it will become the language you want. The whole video, not just subtitle, video with the voiceover. Okay. Okay, so here is basically based on this facility, the language ability, and also the same thing. If you provide large amount of image and video to be trained, then you can also understand and generate image and video. Now with latest Gemini, I don't know why they call such a name, Nano Banana. You give any of the picture, you can say, okay, turn this picture into a professional look picture. I will show you an example later on. Then it will change for you, whatever you want. And for me, because I'm actually writing program for my last 40 years, 30 over years. So now I can write program in a much easier way. I just ask OpenAI write for me. Then settle, of course, not totally right for me. I still have to know what I want. and instruct it OpenAI correctly what I want to have. Then only they can produce a program for me. And I still have to combine. I have to do the high-level controlling and management still. But at least it helped me speed up a lot of the programming tasks. So in the past at USM, we have a team of researcher to implement something. Now I can do everything on my own. Just single person, write the system, whole system. Okay, and that is what Sam, you know Sam? Sam is the Orang Besar OpenAI. He used to promote everywhere. If everyone can use my OpenAI rightly, you should be a super individual. That concept of super individual is what now promoting everywhere. How you can change yourself to become a super individual with taking advantage of all this ability to help you achieving something you like to have. So especially when you have a lot of experience, you have a lot of know-how, now is the time probably for you to materialize it with the help of all this ability to do something great for you. So everybody have a chance to become a super individual in your area. Okay, I will just go to 2 use cases will do. There are many others. But to me, these are the 2 I use most now to help me as part of the super individual ingredients. Brainstorming idea. In the past, we normally will have to say, oh, let's go have a meeting. Talk about something. Now, don't need, I just talk about with OpenAI. That will do. And then after that, you can generate all kinds of content from your brainstorming. Now it becomes better. Actually, I don't know. I don't know whether I need this mic or not. Okay, so can you hear me? Yeah. So brainstorming is basically as a source of inspiration. Okay, so how OpenAI can help? Probably you all have tried already. You ask something, it's not just giving you an answer, but in many occasions, they also give you better idea, better solution, more point, more content to consider. And that is what I want. Okay? So here, this is what normally happens for most of us. When you want to start on something, at the initial stage, you always have this problem of don't know how to start. That is why we need friends. Huh? They go together, karaoke, and talk about it. Now don't need any. Now GPT. Okay, ask for some idea, and you will get something, but most of the time you will get this content which you probably have not thought of, and that is how slowly. Actually, probably not just ask ChatGPT for one time. Huh? You probably have to interact with ChatGPT for a few times. Okay, they give you the first answer, you improve a bit and ask again based on this improved version to get more idea until at the end, you collect enough content and then you just need to list it out one by one and ask the first final round. Please write a proper article or a proper email or a proper proposal based on the point given below. Then beautifully. So for example here, if you are from the media industry, you can always start by asking what is the key trend now. Understand a bit. Then pick out something, ask more. Pick out something, ask more. Collect it now, finally ask one. write a proposal for me.
You are the boss.
And many times people are so wondering, why last night only I asked you to write a proposal, today already got one so nice. I quietly said, I work hard 24 hours for you. Okay, so here, this is what possibly come up with this question. So it basically gives you some point that the current trend is streaming. Definitely, live streaming is something you shouldn't miss because it's free most of the time and unlimited storage for you. You live stream my lecture, this one, to YouTube. I don't need to pay anything to YouTube. Huh?
So now you're doing live streaming.
Now I'm only doing recording. But I can live stream if I want.
Okay.
The good point of live streaming is it will store over YouTube. You just need to create an account with a Google account. It gives you free, unlimited space. You can live stream and store as many as you want. And that is serve as a recording for whatever talk you have been given. And remember, just now I said video is now. Once you have a piece of video, you can do a lot of improvement. After that I'm going to show you. So important now is to record down everything you have in your work or in your whatever. Because that recording will enable you to submit as an input to OpenAI to drive more detail, drive more improvement, to create a book or to create a postcard or to create a blog or whatever. Okay? Okay, I'm not going to talk too much about the text ability because today we are going to go into video. So I'm going to focus on creative content minus the text but the others. Human-like voice, image, painting, don't need lah. You know how to do it. Music also, no problem. Song also can. But we are going to focus on human-like voice, images, video. Okay. Okay, so here I list out the ability which large language model can do now or AI can do now. Creating creative text content, generate image, generate speech, generate music, song, generate video. Okay, here I'm going to show you some example.